Good afternoon, High-10 George Realty. We have a special guest in-house, Jon Snap. He's going to go over the NHD reports and also his website where we can do a lot of things and look up a lot of information. So we'll get started. Jon, take it away.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for Peter for inviting me in to help you guys look spectacular. You're super agents. Now you're going to be rock star super agents. But I wanted to go over some things there's some changes that have affected the NHD industry. I want to show you some tools. Right now we'll go to some tools. So go to the property where it says property address and plug in 7618 Pomelo Drive, Pomelo Drive, and then zip code is 91304. And then push start. All you have to do is push start. And this is free, and it's not taking you somewhere who knows doing it. This is done by my office. Okay, go back out. Go to click on Snap NHD, the logo. All right. Give me another address, please. We'll see if that'll work. There. Plug a different address in. Okay. All right, okay. That's good. Click on it. Let's see what happens. I don't know. We're having issues. That's not good. Okay, click on the Snap NHD and we'll come back to it. All right. Let's go to where it's.
That's your website?
That's my website, and it should be working. All you have to do is plug in an address or an APN number. Do you know the APN number here?
No.
Does anyone have an APN number? Any APN number on paperwork? That's all right. We'll look at it later. All right. Go to estimator at the top of the page. Okay. This way, done by us, and it mirrors the assessor office, you can check on any property what the supplemental taxes are. From January to May, you'll get 2 supplemental taxes based on the price. Okay, so we'll use my address again. 7618 Pomelo Drive, yeah. And then put in 91304. And then look up. This is free, guys. And you can do it on your phones. Are you guys connected to the internet? Maybe you have internet issues. Because that's the only thing that I would say. Okay. Put in 1.2 million. Please. Okay. As of March, if we sold the property for 102 million, 1,200,000 in March, based on the figures, you'll see the top is the full bill for the next year. And then underneath there, you get 1 to 2 supplemental tax bills. And those are paid increments. You can pay that in increments. But it will show you, and then it gives you the total amount of the supplemental taxes at the very bottom. You can do that for any property in California. Okay. I just want to show you some tools, and then we'll go into the crux of the report. Anybody want to look up another address? We can do that.
2464 Prospect.
Wait, she's got to go back out. Okay. Go to estimator, please.
Or
at the top. Go ahead.
2464 Prospect in Upland.
what's your zip?
Oh no, it's just
Oh, you got to know the zip.
Oh, forget it.
Well, we saw it. Okay, wait.
Well, okay. So now go click on the logo again, please. Okay. Scroll down to the very bottom of the page.
Okay.
All the way.
All the way down.
All the way down. Okay. See at almost there's a line of things that you just put right there. All these things right here, guys. Wait, where is it? I don't know how to see it. Are we at the bottom of that very page? Should be at the bottom.
Yeah, I can't go any further.
Okay, there you go. Then here it says resource. If you click on blogs, click on blogs.
Where's that at?
It's the very right one, it says blogs. Second to right,
I,
blog, BLOG.
I don't know where I'm looking. I'm confused. I'm sorry. Oh.
See at the very bottom.
Oh,
there's
it's
tools.
really light.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know why it is, but that's it. So you click on that.
Okay,
It pulls up articles that you guys can share with
okay,
your clientele on a number of different things to show that you're tied in to what's going on in the communities. You know what's going on, but you bring your teammate, but you know you have articles to tell them how to protect their home from wildfire, how to protect their home from flooding, okay?
neat.
And all that kind of stuff can be saved and sent out in your emails to your clientele to show them you have add value stuff, okay? I want to show you that.
Okay, that's
All right.
neat.
Yeah,
Oh, that's why it's so light down here. Okay,
Yeah.
and then where? Oh, now we,
click on resources.
okay,
All the booklets are here. We don't have Asian, we don't have Chinese or Mandarin or anything yet. We're working on it, but we do have English and Spanish. Okay, they're all there. These are the booklets, lead-based paint, the combined booklet, landlord tenant stuff, all that is there, okay? All right,
That's
so that I
nice.
wanted to show them that. These are all tools and stuff that I can't do on my 10 minutes.
That's
Or
really
even
neat.
the spotlight. It's easier to do it this way, okay?
So John, when we do get a client and we do get you, we have to print them out or you have the booklets?
No, we don't, no one deals hard copy booklets
Yeah.
anymore. I don't think the boards carry many anymore.
Oh,
They don't.
What you do is you save it to your hard drive and then you send it out. But in the report, it says that it includes the booklet, but when you send it out to them, you've got a double receipt.
okay.
And they don't even have to open it up. According to Gov Hutchinson, all you have to do is send it and there's your receipt
Mhm.
that you met it, met that standard, okay?
You
All
want
right,
me-
so let's go back to the logo.
Okay, go
You
up
gotta
to the top.
roll up to
Yeah,
the top and click on that.
okay,
All right, we are gonna go now, go below the ordering screen,
okay.
right there, stop.
Mhm.
See, it says view sample NHD report on the left there. I know it's light.
Mhm.
All right. I think you have to click on the thing. It's doing weird stuff. Yeah,
Here?
just click on that. Yeah, I think it will open. Oh, what the heck? See if we can click on there.
Here?
No, right there, that, see if that'll open it. Page you're looking for does not, it's not true. That's crazy. We opened it before. Let's go
How?
back. Let's just go back
Where?
to there.
I don't know.
No,
Okay.
that's all right. Yeah,
Here, right?
yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
It should
Okay.
go back. And now we just have to go back in. Okay. Log into, oh, it should be down here then, the website. There it is. Okay, now where's no, it should be opened. Oh, there it
Okay,
is. You found it.
goes.
Hey, you found it. Okay. That's a little tricky. I don't know why it's not opening. Let's try the tenant report. We'll start with that one.
Where?
Go
Down
down.
below?
Yeah, see it says view tenant report.
Yeah,
Look on that. See if that opens. That one opened, guys. Okay. For your leases, it is required for residential leases to get the lease report. Okay. It's a flood zone only report. And guess how much it costs? $0. It's a free report. All the others charge, ours is free. And there's a place to sign off on it. Once you get that signed and done, everybody's happy. It's backed by our E&O insurance and you get it done by us. The two floods, the special flood and the dam inundation. Okay, and go down to that bottom right there, please, of that report. See, there's the signatures for you guys. And that's all you have to have is the signatures on that. And we're gonna see if we can get back in. But I can show you how the flood works. Let's go to the map.
here?
Okay, right here. This is the maps that we have in our reports. You can actually see where the flood zones are in conjunction with the particular property. And it is a parcel boundary, which means that unlike geo point that your GPSs use, it is a whole boundary of that particular property. So even if a little bit is in the zone, we have to say it's in the zone. Okay,
Where's the boundary? How do we see it?
there it is. See that little
Here's
thing
the
here?
dot, but
That's the
how
dot.
do we know it's a flood zone? Is there any coloring on this?
Yes, go down to below that, below the picture. Below the
Below?
picture, right there.
Oh, okay.
See,
So
there's,
there's your,
right.
okay.
So I think this one's, it's not, is right. Let's see what
I
the
don't think so. Yeah.
determination is.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah,
Will they, re-download that and make it darker where you can see it? Because it's a good tool, but you just looking at it.
What do you
can't
mean?
see it.
darker. What
Where
darker?
we can see it. We can't see the stuff that you're talking about.
Well, because the light, let's turn off the
Well,
light.
no, we would turn off the hallway though.
No, it won't.
Oh, it won't?
No, this one,
Okay.
you'll be able to see it better.
Oh, cause I said, well,
Look,
yeah, oh, okay, yeah.
see you guys,
Oh,
you can
yeah.
see it. The report you're gonna see on your screen is just that with the
See, now
projection.
you can see it.
Now you can see
Yeah,
it.
okay.
Okay, and then roll up so where they can see the legend underneath,
Up,
down the page.
down.
See, there's the legend of the flood zones, the two flood zones. Well, in this case, it would be not in either.
Oh, because here's a color, but that's way off the property.
Right.
Okay,
That's way off the property.
yeah.
So let's try to get back in to the. Let's go back to the logo,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna call Pedro and find out why we're not getting into. Let's try to click on that again, the sample report.
Well, okay. View sample NHD
Yeah.
report. Okay.
And I pulled it up just on Monday. We did it. Oh,
Oh,
there it is.
okay.
I don't know, we were having issues with. Okay, the first page is the one you have to concern yourself with because it's a signature page. NHD statement filled out by us. It's in-out determinations. This one is highlighting the fact that as a sample, it's in a fire zone. Last year, as I told you, the local responsibility zones were updated. And now there's 1.4 million additional acres that are in the fire zone that weren't before. So that being said, you'll see the in-out, you can rely on it. We're filling it out for you. And I told you about the fire, I'm not gonna get it on. I might touch the FHDS. Go up a little bit to the signature page. We check off that you haven't read it, you haven't looked up any of the information, and you chose us in good faith. We check that off for you. The buyer, when they receive a copy of it, they've read it, they understand it, and that's good enough for them. Both parties sign off. They have 5 days to object to the deal based on the NHD. Okay, just know that. So the sooner this is done, the faster it's done, and then they have no objections. Okay? Any questions on the NHD statement? Everyone's seen it?
No, but I'm a little concerned. I seen a FedEx guy up there here with a box walking around. Shouldn't they leave the box downstairs?
You should.
Was Jenny over there? I think Jenny took over for Jackie.
Maybe he just came upstairs.
Okay.
Even though, what you call it, right? Isn't that kind of strange?
Okay,
Just
so
looking at him.
it's
What?
okay.
Okay, well, let's keep
Continue.
going.
Yeah.
All right, that's the NHD statement.
Okay.
Okay, we fill it out for you, and it's based on our determinations that we found for this property. That's the first place we tell you it's a fire zone. The second place we tell you it's a fire zone, the FHDS notice, okay? Now, they've added a zone. Go up, yeah, show us that little picture, okay? So 1 and 2 have been there, but now there's a zone 0. And the zone 0 is from the actual dwelling out 5 feet. It's for insurance purposes. They don't want to see anything combustible or anything that would be not fire resistant up against the house. Whether it's a bush, whether it's a deck, anything of that nature will not be,
Deck?
even a deck. They don't want anything that's up against the house. They call it the ember resistant zone, and they also call it the fireman protection zone. Those are the things. But anyway, that's that. Then there's the zone 1, which is 0 to 100 feet. And then it goes out, 5 to 30, and then 30 to 100. And all those areas, they have horizontal as well as vertical protections. So anything on that property, no leaves, no twigs, no dead bushes, none of those Italian spruces, because those ignite really fast and they're full of oil. So you don't want anything up against the property. And yes,
Can I ask you something? Do they have a requirement for the roofs?
Yeah.
What type of roofs they should have? on
Class
those
A.
houses?
Class A roofs.
What's a
If-
class A?
Yeah.
'Cause I
Class
don't
A is
know.
fire resistant type roof. Is Class A, fire resistant. And anything that's done now is gonna be fire resistant. You may have an old shingle roof, hasn't leaked yet, but insurance companies may look at that and say, you know what, you've got to replace the roof. It is not fire resistant, okay? And I did that a while back. I did a lot of stuff to make sure that I could insure my property, and I'm not in a fire zone, okay? The next thing, so
Yeah, the 30 feet when she said a deck, that's the 30 feet that you can.
no, the 0 to 5 feet,
Oh, sorry.
because it attaches to the house,
Yeah.
and they don't want anything up against the house that would be combustible.
So no wood decks
No wood
anymore.
deck, so it would be a metal deck or a stone deck of some type,
You said
But-
5 feet to what?
0 to 5 feet. It's called the 0 zone. She talked about it this morning, the 0 zone.
5 feet is pretty narrow.
It's not a lot of room, no. But that room, that area has to have plants that are fire resistant, drought resistant, that kind of thing. They don't want any high bushes up against the house, even if it's not dead. They want areas to minimize any risk that fire could catch. Yes, Christine.
Property is located in a high fire hazard zone, or is it any?
I think they're looking at all properties, but especially in the fire zones. But I don't, for insurance purposes, they're going crazy because they've been paying so much, out on claims that they want to make sure all homes, because look what happened in January. The flames, they jumped half a mile, quarter mile. You know what I mean? And if those homes weren't taken care of, they went up. So they want to make sure all homes are fire resistant. Make
You said
sense?
the decks have to be made of what? Not wood, but what?
They have to be made of non-resistant or, amber resistant wood
Material. or
Material.
wood.
material. If it's sometimes they can get away with a metal, or they do stone. They do different materials, but there are different materials that may look like wood, but they're not wood. And they're ember resistant, and you can check into that, okay? All right, let's go to our very next page. Oh, and we'll go to the bottom of that page.
Okay.
All right, here you've got two things. You've got the inspection, which you don't need to do in LA County yet, their request, or learn about what you can share with your client, learn about defensible space. And it's done by CAL FIRE, and there's slides that tell you what's going on with the property. Okay, or what should be going on with the property. Okay, and then next page. We'll roll up. Okay, this is our snapshot. Third place, we tell you the property is or is not in a fire zone. Okay, let's roll down to the next. Okay, here we'll tell you what's the state level, what's the county level, what's the additional disclosures, including environmental. If you get it, I do recommend getting environmental. I'll tell you the reason why later.
Mhm.
And go down to the bottom of that page. Here we tell you not only fire, but we tell you if the flood zone. So we're telling you is not for flood zone, is for high fire. So that's the third space. But I showed you where the booklets are. Here's another way to get to the booklet. If you click on the link, you can get to the booklet. All right, so she's showing you. Let's go to the next page, please. Here is the nuts and crux of the FHDS card form. It is required to be filled out. It may not apply to all properties. As I told you before, it requires the property is in a high or very high fire state level zone, 1 to 4 residential unit property, TDS required, and for the home hardening built before 2010. In 2010, the building codes were changed. So they could not use any materials that were not fire resistant. They had to use fire resistant materials for add-ons or rebuilds. Okay, or brand new builds. So that's why it is. So here, we know the property address. You fill in the parties, your sellers and buyers, okay? I just talked about number 1 and the section number 1. Under number C, it says, how do I determine if the property is in a fire zone that may require the use of the form? Well, here's the reason. You go to the Snap NHD report, or you check out the hazard preview, which I'll show you later. I'm hoping it works better next time later, but that's how you find out. Or you contact me and I check it for you. I can always check it for you, okay? And if I'm at home, I can do it, or I just contact my office and they'll run it. But that's how you know. And talk to a reputable NHD rep who can assist you with that, okay? And get this, I'm a teammate. So I don't know anything about that. I'm gonna call Jon and we'll walk you through it with your client.
Mhm.
Who fills this out? Your client, the seller, not the buyer, the seller, not you. You guide, consult how to do it and say it's a requirement, okay? All right, let's go back up because I want to show them something.
Up.
All right, let's go down to the section 2. Sorry.
Go down.
Yeah, down, I'm sorry. Down.
Uh-huh.
Section 2. Okay, section 2 is the home hardening part. We went through it. Here's the exceptions of using it. Number 1, vacant land, no TDS required. Bankruptcy, no TDS required. Probate, no TDS required. Or trustee sale with both trusters are passed away. You do not have to use it because no TDS is required, okay? Now, section B, I'm not going to go through them all, but you'll read it to your client or they can read it, and it's based on, are they aware? So the dual pane windows, single, is it a roof coverings? I can't read this far, but these are some of the things. Is there loose or missing bird stops? Or is the rain gutters covers over that? And I told you the rain gutter covers are very important because number 1, depending on who you use, like I did, I got a lifetime guarantee that they'll come out if it's not working properly and fix it and clean it. All right, adjust it, do whatever they have to. And it's one-time transferable, but the insurance companies look to see if you're doing this, that's one checkoff that you get towards getting insurance. You know, you met the standard.
Covers, you mean?
What?
The rain gutter covers?
Yes. That's one of the things they look to.
Okay.
All right. Anything on there, that's what they're looking at. Okay. Then they added the C part. The C part is, are you aware or did you do any low-cost retrofits? Do you understand what the retrofits are? Where you put on a roof or a partial roof, class A. Or did you put the gutters on? Did you change out the windows to tempered glass windows? At least one pane has to be tempered glass, okay? All those things have to be done. You ask the questions, yes or no. Again, a same thing. It's either yes or no what they say. If they don't know, it's no. Okay? Yes or no or no.
John, what do
Yeah.
you mean by tempered glass? You said one window have to be tempered, glass?
At least one window has to be tempered
What
glass.
is tempered glass?
Tempered glass is the glass that is thicker. And so if a fire comes, it doesn't just break out, it may crack. But once a window breaks out, it sucks the air in and the fire just goes up.
Oh, I see.
So that's why. Most of them are double pane, dual pane,
Double pane.
but there are some, they go, well, it's a little bit cheaper, but I at least meet the standard because I got one that's tempered glass.
So it only requires one window in the house?
Not one window, all the windows have to have it, but they have to have one pane that's tempered
Oh,
glass.
one pane.
One pane.
Okay,
What happened? What is this?
stay logged in.
Yeah, stay logged in.
Mhm.
Okay, here we go. Oh, where'd we go? Okay, let's go back to the form. We're almost done.
Okay,
Okay, go to two, yeah, C, all right? So all 12, answer the question. Now the crux, we go to the next, which is 3. All right. I'm gonna show you in our reports, we make it simple, as long as you know what you're looking for, how to know whether or not there's a local vegetation ordinance. We went through the whole state, we found out there are local vegetation ordinance in place. That they do for fire zones, they'll use drones, they'll do pop-bys, they'll do all kinds of things to figure out what the condition of the property is. And then they send out their notices and say, okay, clean this or change this. And you have a certain amount of time to do it. If you don't do it, guys, they can hire somebody at your cost,
mhm.
get the job done, lien the property, or yeah, send you a penalty and lien the property possibly if it gets to that far. So you want to make sure you're on top of this and making sure clients are on top of all notices that come in to that property requesting this stuff, especially if it's in a fire zone or a high fire zone. Okay, so here we go. At the very top, 3A, local, there it is, 3A, local vegetation ordinance. Okay, the property is it or is not subject to a local vegetation ordinance. Okay, and then what we do is I'm going to show you where it is. Let's go to the table of contents. It's a few pages
Up.
at the bottom, towards the bottom.
Okay. Of your report?
Yeah, here,
Okay.
right here, that right there, right there.
Okay.
Okay, we're on the first page of the table of contents. We are going to click on go down a little bit more on that page. There it is. Additional disclosures. Click on it. AB 38 fire hardening. Right under additional disclosures, the heading. The heading is additional disclosures. Oh, you want,
Mhm.
there you go. Yeah, perfect.
Click it.
Click. Yeah, this is a smart report. Click on the AB 38 fire hardening.
Okay.
Boom. Explanation pages with the links on what it's about, bless you. And you can also request, bless you, the inspection. Go down to the very bottom of that page, please. Right there, perfect. All right. So there's the link to do the request, right there. That's what I needed. Okay. See what it says there? Property address. County. APN number. Local vegetation maintenance ordinance. Title 32, section 4907.1 and Los Angeles County. There it is. It's so easy. It's right there. If it's not there, we'll tell no, but there is throughout the whole area. There are, and California, there are local vegetation ordinance. So now we go back up. Oh,
So
and
does
then,
this mean that it is under a local
Yes,
vegetation
yes.
ordinance?
And
Because
then-
this is here?
yes, and then at the
Okay.
very bottom, this changes for Ventura County. So for LA County, it's still no. In Ventura County and 5 places up north, it's gonna say yes. So it's gonna be required for the seller to actively get a compliance inspection and compliance documentation done before close of escrow. Okay? So if they can't, there is a loophole that for whatever reason, and remember, the reports are only good for 6 months because properties change condition. They can do an addendum for the buyers and the seller to agree that now that the buyer owns the property, after close of escrow, they have up to 30 days to do their compliance and check for the defensible space of compliance and get the compliance done. And that same document not only goes into escrow, but it goes to the Ventura County Fire. So they follow up on the new builds to make sure that the buyers are doing what they're supposed to. So it's a lot more control, a lot more management. It's putting a lot more. It's not here in LA yet, but believe me, if it's there, they're gonna be doing it down here probably next year.
You know, it says right here, I was looking at this, required for close of escrow, no.
Yeah, that's LA County. That's
LA County, yeah,
And in Ventura County, we'll say
it'll
yes.
say yes, okay, got it.
And then the fifth, one thing, and then the fifth place we tell you is in a fire zone that may require the use of the form. See, so 5 places, you can't miss it, that it's in a fire hazard, located in a very high fire hazard area. Yes, Christine?
Can you explain vegetation ordinance?
Yes. The fire departments review areas of very high fire severity zones and high fire severity zones to see what the risk is on properties for catching fire. And these local vegetation ordinances take it on themselves, and they may differ than the state, but they know what's going on with their properties because they regularly manage it. And so they go through with either by pop-by or by drone, and they can look on the properties, and then they develop these they've been in effect for a long time. It just, we haven't had such devastation. In the last 10 years, we've had a lot of devastation. So now they've come into effect, and you have to now act on them a lot more. All right. But like I said, if you don't act on it, there's going to be penalties. And you may have hard time selling a property because there's a lien on it, and you've now got a clear title before you can sell your property. Make sense?
And some of the property, they have it every year from the fire department, they give you a notice, and you have to clean out all those,
Exactly. And
Every
even
year.
if you're not,
every year, and if you don't do that, they'll fine you, they'll,
Hmm.
you know.
bad penalties,
Put a thing.
bad penalties.
that's-
San Marino.
And you know something too, a little bit,
Everywhere.
they use the drones to inspect property. And I found that out when I sold a house in Compton. Yeah.
Okay.
Person supposed to come out and inspect it, you already knew all about the house before you even got there.
Well, here's the thing, even if you're not in a fire zone, you're getting notices.
Yeah.
People and brokers, my friend brokers are saying, and because when the attorney there, they're going, well, what's this all about? Well, LA County doesn't require you to get compliance inspections done for defensible space yet. But you do have to keep your house in good repair and reduce wildfire risk by doing the recommendations in those letters. You know, because he's in an area where there's a lot of elderly and people that are on low incomes. So they're freaking out. So he's the broker in that area. So they come to him. And I said, look, if you have a problem with them, you send them to me and I'll be happy to speak with them. But he's a good guy. He's with EXP out there. All right. So anyway, like I said, these are the things. Any questions on fire? Okay. This is how you know. Now we're going to go back up because now we're going to finish it off for the defensible space. Yeah.
Where?
Up. Yeah.
Keep
Keep
going.
going. Keep going. We're going up, right? Yes. 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 Keep going. You're
Okay.
almost there. Okay. Good. Keep going, please. Perfect. and you're going in the right direction. And I'll talk about the flood real quick and then some other things. All right, here we go. All right. So is this,
This is page 2 of the defensible space disclosure.
it is? Okay, then let's go to C. Okay, so the 12 you understand, it's yes or no. You guide them. They answer yes and no based on their awareness, or if they've done something for the low-cost retrofits. Okay, now we're in C. C's defensible space. Okay. Oh, I forgot to tell you one thing up there. Go back to the B. What was I going to tell you there? Go down to the bottom of that page.
This page?
Yeah, keep going. Now, the top of the next page. There. Okay, so A, is there a local vegetation ordinance 3A? Yes, is. Now go down to B and C. Okay, B and C.
Everywhere.
Los Angeles County is.
Los Angeles County, but look at the SNAP report. You'll
Okay.
know for sure. But yes, everyone in LA County. Okay, now number 2 and 3 under B, you can only answer that if you have a local vegetation ordinance that says it isn't or is not in compliance, or the actual defensible space inspection notice. So do you know if it is in compliance? Oh. Is the property is not? Don't know. Leave it blank.
So B gets left blank is what you're saying if you don't know?
B, yeah, the ones
If
where
the seller
B,
doesn't know?
2 and 3 let get blank.
Okay,
You do check off B1.
okay,
Is there,
yeah.
I mean, 3A, B gets left blank. And yeah, B gets left blank unless you have an inspection compliance notice. Okay, or a letter saying, do this. Okay, so those are all things. Okay, the next thing we're going to go to C. This is your defensible space. 1 through 3 is buyer responsibility, which still can be done in Los Angeles County. Number 4 through 6 is seller's responsibility, and that's the new thing for Ventura County, which I'll get into. Number 1, buyer responsibility, no local ordinance. Does that apply?
No,
Okay, good. You're listening.
yeah,
2, buyer's responsibility, local vegetation management ordinance in effect, which requires compliance as a result of the sale of the property. Is that true?
no,
Not for LA County. Correct. Number 3, buyer's responsibility, local vegetation management ordinance in effect, which does not require compliance as a result of the sale of property. Buyer shall obtain, let's see, I can't read it.
documentation of
Okay.
compliance with the state defensible space law within 1 year of close of escrow.
Correct. That is your best bet still, because number 1, it doesn't require any money out of your client's pocket, and it still meets the standard where you can close escrow on time, at least for this year, okay, until it changes. Number 4, okay, seller's responsibility, local vegetation management ordinance in effect, which requires compliance as a result of the sale of the property. The local ordinance requires seller to obtain documentation of compliance prior to close of escrow. That's the new law for Ventura County. We talked about it. That's where that plays in. Number 4, seller's responsibility, local vegetation management ordinance in effect, which requires compliance as a result of the sale of property. Local ordinance requires seller to obtain documentation of compliance prior to close of escrow. Okay. We already did that. Number 6. 5. Only if the state law applies Seller has obtained documentation of state defensible space requirements within 6 months. Like I said, it's only good for 6 months. Does property change? So if you're an escrow and it runs out, then you have to do the addendum and put it on the buyer because it's impossible for you to close on time and get the documentation done, right? So that's when that applies. And then the last one is you have a very, very knowledgeable and very, very generous seller who goes out and says, seller shall obtain documentation of compliance and defensible space prior to, you can't read that, time for buyers, final walkthrough verification, okay? And then it says under D, where do we find that? It tells who did it and where you can find it. And then number 4 only applies to brand new builds. So if the property is a brand new build or an addition, they're going to be built with fire resistant materials. Where can I obtain that information on what was done? Okay. And then they sign and that's it. You're done deal. Make sense? Okay, I know. All right, let's go down a little bit. We'll talk. The defensible space came in, decision tree came in as a tool. If you fill it out, it automatically fills the defensible space part, not the home hardening, but defensible space. You can ignore it. It's a tool. Okay, keep going, please. Let's go to the, there. This is what I want to show you. In every report, whether it's in a flood zone or not, we put in, because we own a flood company, we put in a flood certificate, okay? And it tells you, identifies the property, and you can roll down a little bit. Right there, it says under number 4, what type, let's see, under number, is it number 4? It gives you the county, it gives you where the flood certificate comes from and based on what information. And then under number 3, under National Flood Insurance Program, it's a normal. There's no map revision, which that could be another thing, but it's a normal risk. And if you roll down a little bit more, it's right there. Federal flood insurance is available. And it would be under your regular policy right there. See, regular. That's what I wanted to show you. It's in every report, whether it's a flood zone or not, you're going to get that information. All right. We want to make sure you have all the information. Who wants that? Insurance companies and mortgage. They want that. Let's roll up, down the page, down. Yeah. Okay. So table and contents. We went through all that. Okay. Click on. We did the fire zones. Liquefaction. Everyone know what liquefaction is?
Please explain.
You want me to click
Okay,
it?
yeah, click on it, please. So this is the explanation. What it is soil failure. It's what it comes down to. What happens is these homes are built in a flat, but it's not flat originally. They haul in sand type material, pack it as tight as they can, and build on them. And within certain restriction, they have to go deeper, and they have certain restrictions for building in liquefiable areas. Okay, so high water table, sand type material, and an earthquake cause a liquefiable area. I live in the San Fernando Valley in a liquefaction area. What does it mean? It means 3 things. Number 1, if the earthquake is close to the property. Is the earthquake moving towards that property? And number 3, how do I protect myself? Because you may sustain more shaking because it is liquefaction. And number 3 is the only way to protect your home so you don't have a total loss is earthquake insurance. I pay about $2,200 or $2,300 a year for earthquake insurance. Because I know everywhere's a fault zone. The latest thing is there's a fault zone from La Crescenta to Sierra Madre. They found a new one. It's been mapped. And the seismic hazard zones for California all have been updated and are in our report. So if it's in there, we're gonna tell you that, okay? The biggest example as far as parcel boundary data is, say you have a rectangle. But down on this part here, that's where the flood zone is. We have to say the property is in a flood zone. Does that mean that you're gonna have to pay additional flood insurance? Maybe not. Three things. You get a land surveyor, because they're licensed to be able to do this, and they can do an elevation certificate to lift it out of the flood zone. Say the property's on a hillside of 6 feet up, and this is at the back of the property. You'll pay less, or you may not pay any additional flood insurance because of that. But I can connect you to the people you need to connect, and I'm proud to be a part of your team. As far as that goes, the environmental report, I wanted to tell you the last thing, the environmental report. Why get the environmental report? Because we don't know what man-made things are out there that may contain contaminants that may be buried under, or maybe on the top, that are leaking into groundwater, any of these things. Solid waste. People don't want to be around smells of solid waste or noise and things like that. So the environmental report will give you proximities to those areas so that they can't come back and say, you didn't tell me that there's a gas station there 40 years ago and now have a leaking site that went into the groundwater and my pool can't be dug. You get the report, they sign off, it's a done deal. They're not going to be able to say, you didn't tell me that. If the information has been reported to the government, we put it in the report, okay? We can only go by what's reported and things like that. Any questions?
What does NHD stand for?
Natural hazard disclosures. Any other brain busters? No, I'm just kidding.
John, those, car form included in your report, right?
The FHCS car form is. Yeah, we're the one, probably one of the few, but we only do it not to confuse you. It'll only be there if it's in a fire zone.
So the seller can, check on those, boxes according to your report.
Yep, no, absolutely. That's why you get the report.
Okay.
You can go right off the report, check them out. Now, home hardening, that's something different. But as far as, do I have to use the form? Yes. And the only thing that they wouldn't know is if there's a local vegetation ordinance, it's in the report and specified. That's what they can use the report for.
Oh,
Anything like that. Besides, you guys keep me, you can call me. Michelle does all the time. And I love it.
He's my website.
And I love it.
Center.
Yeah.
Exactly. But these guys, this is important for you to know. Don't be scared. Don't freak out. We can talk to your clients. We can make sure they understand and realize this is not a total negative on that property. This is how we deal with it. And if anything is in there, it just means it's going to be additional. There's going to be an additional cost for insurances, most likely. That's it. Or the additional cost of putting the property in compliance. You know what I mean?
Can Zoom, does anybody have any questions? Anybody on Zoom? Okay.
And I'll yes, my dear. What?
Would that be fair if we believe that most of the property located on hillside are located on high fire zone?
You can, but I would check it on our website through me. I would make sure. I'd make sure by a reliable source, whether that is. The other thing I wanted to mention is that we're endorsed by CAR. Drop down menu for your offers as well as your RPAs. You can use us for the offers. The other thing is we are licensed by CAR to put the FHCS CAR form. Not everyone is, we are. And lastly, the wildfire disclosure optional report is good for the buyers.
many properties, Glendora are on the field on the hillside.
It doesn't have to be just on the hillside. It's moved over on the other side of Foothill even.
Oh,
So yeah, the zones have changed. I've seen the maps and the zones have changed and they are now on the other side of Foothill in the flats.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not just hillsides anymore.
is it possible that we get to see the fire hazard zone map? Where can we get to see the map? We get that
from the website, right?
Well, you order the report. It's the best way to see it. But as far as the whole area, the general, I can check and see. I might have it. But I do presentations. When I was doing the presentations last year, I had it. I don't know if I sent it to you. I think we did it the beginning of the year last year. We had it. You might have it in your archives somewhere. But anyway, I can look and see if I can find it. But it shows you where the changes are for the San Gabriel Valley. Okay. And Arcadia, huge. There's some in Monterey Park. San Gabriel does not have any. I think there's a little bit of Alhambra. Temple City doesn't have any. You know, certain areas don't have it because they're far enough away from ember resistant areas. You know what I mean? But the wildfire report, we have it, no questionnaire. It's not terrible. And you can select on who pays for it. But it may open up a can of worms.
Yeah.
Because if there's stuff that needs to be done, there's negotiations on who's gonna pay for it. Okay, but it's, like I said, if you're at a loss and you don't know, how am I gonna get this property ready for insurance purposes? They do it. They give you the lowdown. They look at the roof. It's a satellite view within the last 6 months, guys. It's not an actual physical walkthrough, but they're giving you the brush, the trees, the repair based on a satellite view within the last 6 months. And it is, it's a valuable tool, but it's not mandatory, remember. And you can counter it out. Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, so is there any questions from Zoom? Okay.
The satellite view shows clear image of the roof satellite. So
Yeah, exactly. But it's,
I have a question.
yes,
So the seller fills out the FHDS form,
correct.
correct? Okay.
The seller
Thank you.
fills it out with the agent's guidance.
Okay.
if it's located,
If it's located,
if it's not.
If
She's
it's in a
new.
fire zone.
She's
Oh,
new.
I'm sorry. We only will tell you if the property's in the fire zone. If the form is in the fire, if it in the report,
Uh-huh.
that is the thing that gets filled out.
if it's in a high or very high fire zone, Annie,
Right.
then it has to be filled out. If not, then no.
Well, or
No.
it depends on type of deal you're dealing.
Yeah,
Remember, and
Okay.
Michelle and Peter will guide you
but
if the type of deal.
are you talking about the Sunland property?
No. They
Okay,
said no, it's not in the fire hazard zone. So
Okay,
yeah, because we
Thank
can
you.
always look with you to make sure.
order up front, everybody.
Yeah.
Don't wait.
But we
Use your
do need this
teeth.
form, no matter if we don't have to fill it out, we do need it in our pack.
I don't know, do you?
I don't know.
No, if
No.
it's in a high or very high fire
Then
zone,
we
we
need-
require it.
You only need it if it's in a
Okay.
high or very high fire severity
So-
zone. And that would be up to, that's a question for him.
Okay.
It's not
Okay,
required.
I'm gonna.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you all for attending. John will be around for a
Yeah.
little while. I'm gonna stop the recording. And I appreciate you guys. We'll
Thank
see
you, everybody.
on Monday. Great session.
I'll be around.